2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to McCormick. Lets it go with a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Pass to Walker. And yes, it's good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
To the right side. Here's McCormick. Bank shot, no good.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Here's Doughton. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Lucic. Good on the triple.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Can't connect from long distance.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Driving in. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Can't cash in from close range.
Look, you've got to convert those. Come on.
Shot's good by Walker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's the double team with Walker. And the three ball is good. 6 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's Ford missing. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to McCormick. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Here's Ford. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
From deep, it is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Here's Walker. Stolen away. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Shoots over Walker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. For the three. Brissett grabs the miss. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. So they take the lead. 9 points for Walker.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
There's a screen. Pass to De Silva. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
On a shooter like Dinwiddie, you have to guard close, but Dinwiddie challenges that defense and draws the foul. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Walker's shot is off. To the inside. Back to Dinwiddie. They set the screen. Whoops, they pick off the pass. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. Back to Clark. Puts up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Inside. Walker with some nice D. Clark left side. Brown. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Now, here's Clark. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Walker's shot is off. Down low. Gabriel. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Clark outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by a point. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Omoruyi. Clark outside. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Clark's got 5 points so far. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
To the paint. Here's Gabriel. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Leaf. Here's Omoruyi. The layup off target. For 3. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Trains the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
To the inside. Here's Leaf. Still scoreless. It's rebounded by Jovic. To the middle. And a missed layup.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Here's Clark. Gabriel with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lock at 6. A steal. Here's Brissett. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. There's the pick. Giffey. The putback. Can't hit the putback. And here's the fast break. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Doughton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Jovic. Scoreless thus far. Down low. Gabriel. Off on the layup. It's a close game here in New Orleans. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Clark outside. Pass to Brissett. Here's Doughton. Clock at 4. Shoots from the baseline. Brissett, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Clark. They set the pick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. And finished off by Walker.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Doughton. 5 points in the game. Stolen. Fast break. Here we go. De Silva, no good. Dinwiddie with the steal. On up the court. Ford grabs the board. Here's Doughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Horde.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the half. Inside, De Silva misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Back to Walker. There's the three. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. Pass to McCormick. .11 left to play in the first half. Shoots the three. 6 to shoot. Doughton with the rebound. Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Walker with a clean look. Again, the miss by Walker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lucic. Off with the layup. 20 seconds left now here in the second. Horde to the middle. To the paint. This one for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 14 points. Here's McCormick. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Doughton. Pass to Brissett. Here's Horde. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Jovic. Nothing on the board. Down low. One-on-one here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
The finish. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Horde. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot. 7 points in the game.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Inside. And Jovic gets it to go.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Brissett.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Tries to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No good on the free throw. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. De Silva with the rebound.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys, back to you.
I appreciate the update, Ali. Thank you. There's the double team with Walker. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. He doesn't hit that one. Here's De Silva. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Knocks it loose. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Out to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gabriel. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Here's Doughton. He has 7. Here's Horde. They set the pick.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
So it's the visitors now. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And great decision from Dinwiddie there. Looking comfortable and confident in these pick and roll situations.
Walker. De Silva with the rebound. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Pass to McCormick. Knocked loose. Here's Brissett. And he makes good on the layup. Brissett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Dinwiddie with it. He has 5. Here he goes. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, Dinwiddie is a clever playmaker, using the pick there to create an opening for his teammate.
And it's time for an injury report.
He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury. But the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Well, that's a big setback for him and his team. But look, with all the advances in sports medicine, training staffs are so good these days. We've seen guys recover from this type of injury and come back even better.
Back to Clark. Pass to Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Brissett. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. .1:15 left in the third quarter. Here's Walker. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Dinwiddie outside. Kept alive. A three. Sinks the triple. He's got 6.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Walker. Here's the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
To the inside. Pass to McCormick. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Omoruyi. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Horde. He's got 5. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Jovic. To the middle. Pass to Gabriel. 3 on the clock. Giffey. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Here's Horde. Fires from deep. Gabriel with the rebound. Here we go, 1-on-1. And he converts the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
He takes it in. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Clock at 6.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Clark over to help. Pass to Jovic. To the paint. Right wing. The layup missed. It's tipped. Here's Leaf. No good with the layup. Pass to Jovic. To the inside. Gabriel. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's Clark in the corner. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's McCormick, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
The shot's good from Leaf.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
From the arc, Ford grabs the board. And here is Clark. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Horde. Clark left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Leaf. Here's Ford.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Three-pointer hits the three-point bomb.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Clark for three, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Pass to Horde. Lets the three fly. McCormick with the rebound. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And so they choose to intentionally foul. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Stolen by Walker. A solo fast break. That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Now, Dinwiddie for 3. Another shot. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty, missing both. And they're on the break. Walker surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots! Jumper is off. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
There's the screen. Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Both shots good from the strike.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
A big bucket there to quiet this crowd.
And they need something to cheer about again, and soon. And just a loss of concentration there, and they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Dinwiddie. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Outside, Walker. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so the road team gets the W in this one.